The Legacy Sports Network presents the ISHL Game of the Week. From the Aerodrome in North Houston, it's a North Division clash between Klein and the Cy-Woods Wildcats. Michael Silver's here with David Feliciano. Tonight is a rematch from the annual Teddy Bear Toss game back in December. A great cause and great fundraising for the Klein Club. However, from an on-ice perspective, it was a nightmare for Frank Prestigiovanni's team as they saw their 3-0 lead evaporate to a 7-3 loss. But a win here tonight would propel Klein into third place in the North Division past Tomball with 2 games remaining until the playoffs.
Yeah, 4-team race in the North. Klein 21 points, Tomball 22. It's tied all the way nip and tuck, and we've done the Woodlands, we've done College Station, we've done Tomball, all really good squads.
The Wildcats are sitting in 5th place in the North and are very likely going to stay in that position with 4 games to go, including tonight. They enter tonight's game off a tough, hard-fought loss to Memorial West 11-7. This is a team that's been led all season by a pair of seniors, Patrick Dunn and Kenneth Fisher.
Yeah, not a ton of depth on this team. Dunn and Fisher have combined for 56 goals. The entire Cy-Woods team has scored 65 goals, so it's just about 90% of the scoring by these two players.
Senior night for both Klein and Cy-Woods, and we're just getting started. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family-owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
To Tachys Fiber Internet, being transparent means locking down pricing and never renegotiating. Giving access to fiber fast speeds for streaming, gaming, and anything else. And customer care reps are literally part of your community. There's no data caps or limits, no fine print, no surprise price increases. So let's raise the industry standard because you deserve a better way to internet. Sign up today at Tachys.com.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
United Community Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Galena Park ISD. We're here to be your single source solution for all your banking needs with services ranging from checking and savings accounts to home equities and auto loans. United Community is the full service financial partner you've been looking for. No matter what stage of life you are in, whether it be rebuilding credit history, investing, or seeking financial wellness, United Community is committed to serving you and the East Houston community. Find out more at unitedccu.com or follow us on social media at UnitedCCU.
Senior night ceremonies taking place here at the Aerodrome ahead of Klein and Cy-Woods. Klein 10-6-1, 21 points, only 1 point behind the idle Tomball Club. In fact, there's only one other game going on tonight. They started at 5:30 down in Sugarland, Seven Lakes at Pearland Friendswood. Cy-Woods 6-10. A win tonight, Dave, would give them 7 wins, which would equal their total amount of wins over the course of the last 2 years combined.
Yeah, the program kind of in flux, rebuilding, and yeah, they should be slightly better than last year. Unfortunately, they're going to be losing a couple of seniors going into next year, but those seniors have led the way, Dunn and Fisher, who's going to be honored in just a bit.
The seniors for Klein, there are 3 of them, Xander Mitchell, Javier Delgado, and Chase Smith. Talking with Frank Prestigiovanni coming on the air tonight, he said Chase Smith just started skating 18 months ago.
Well, you can move up pretty quick. 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. And the more ice time you get, you're going to move up in these lines, and it's a youth league. There's some solid freshmen and sophomores out there.
Seniors for Cy-Woods tonight: Cora Ann Miller, Kenneth Fisher, Alea Distelzweig, Patrick Dunn, and Jeremy Solano. Jeremy, the coach's son. Vincent Solano, the head coach, doesn't know if he will return next year after the graduation of his son, but they said if they can't find anybody, he'd be very open to returning as Cy-Woods' bench boss. 6-10 on the season. But again, Fisher and Dunn combining for 44 goals, both of them tied for 5th in the league in goals scored.
Yeah, and what a terrific punch. And don't forget Westhaver, 12 goals and 11 assists, 99 points among those 3 players. And Cy-Woods actually scores pretty well. They average just under 5 goals a game. Unfortunately, they gave up about 6.
Klein led by Xander Mitchell, senior, with 26 goals, good enough for 3rd in the ISHL. He has 51 career goals and had a 14-game point streak snapped in Klein's win last time out against Straight Jesuit, a 3-2 victory. 6 career hat tricks, had a 5-goal game against Fair Creek back in October.
They're having a great senior season. He and Gorman are the 1-2 punch. Mitchell's more of the goal guy, 26 goals, and Gorman really one of the best assist men in this league with 23.
Scratches for tonight's game, there's only one. It's Tristan Budd of Cy-Woods. Starting goaltenders are a pair of sophomores. Owen Lewis, 9-5-1 on the season with a 3.48 goals against average, 4th in the league. 5th best save percentage at an .893 save percentage. In his career, he is 17-5-2 with a 3.25 goals against and an .881 save percentage. You remember last year in the Justice Cup final, he took over for Aiden Ramirez in the 3rd. He was 15-15, lost it in a shootout.
Yeah, quietly having a really good career and a solid season at 3.5. Again, just one of those players who slips under the radar, having a good season.
And we mentioned Aiden Ramirez. Well, he went back into the goalie draft after playing last season for Klein and registered in December. He's only got 1 game, and it's for Cy-Woods. He is on the Wildcats this season, but Chance Miller will get the nod. The sophomore is 6-9-0 this season in 16 games, a 5.74 goals against average, and an .865 save percentage. Let's run down the starting lineups. They're brought to you by the Walk-Up Company, the Metal Fabricators. Klein will start 3 seniors, Xander Mitchell, Chase Smith, along with, they're up front, along with Dalton Diskey. On defense will be Javier Delgado, a senior, and then Sherwood Gorman. Vincent Solano will start all 5 of his seniors. Cora Ann Miller, Kenneth Fisher, Alea Distelzweig, Patrick Dunn, and Jeremy Solano. Patrick Dunn will drop back to play the first shift as a defenseman. Coming up next, we'll get closer and closer to dropping the puck on this matchup tonight between Klein and Cy-Woods. You're listening to the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit HotzeHWC.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness. Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired?
There are only 2 names to know when buying or selling commercial or residential real estate property. Kim Walt and Danette Watuski in Houston with RE/MAX Results are those 2 names. As part of RE/MAX Results, Kim Walt and Danette Watuski make your transaction smooth. RE/MAX Results. #WantToMove. Congratulates all local high school athletes. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
At McCree Ford, we know you have a lot of choices on where to buy your next vehicle. We have spent over 70 years treating our customers like family, and our mission is still the same, to treat you with honesty, integrity, and respect. Come see us. There is no obligation to buy, and we can walk you through our transparent process. There are no surprises at the end. Plus, McCree Ford customers can take advantage of our free Loaners for Owners program. Come see why our customers say, McCree Ford, that's my dealer. Located on I-45 South, exit 19 in Dickinson, or shop McCreeford.com.
Now,
welcome you back to the Aerodrome. Senior night. Introductions now and ceremonies for Cy-Woods with 5 seniors. This is ISHL Game of the Week number 4. We haven't seen the same team twice just yet, so out of the games we've seen, Dave, who do you think has stood out the most?
Strake Jesuit looked really good. They almost played a perfect game in the game we saw. College Station, of course. It'd be faulty of me not to say the Woodlands. So all the top teams have really shown up and played well. I haven't seen a ton of the lower end teams stand up and have a huge game, but we're separating the top from the bottom at this point in the season.
We'll get a chance to see Klein take on the Woodlands next week.
Yeah, good battle.
And Klein won the first meeting between the two, but that was when one team had 6 players and the other had 8. It was a big traveling weekend. And talking with Frank Prestigiovanni, he said next week's game will be a real barometer for both teams because both of them should be fully healthy and fully ready to go and have all players available.
Yeah, those travel games, it's hard to really take those with too much of a grain of salt because, you're going 1.5 shifts. Everybody's tired by the second period. So, yeah, looking forward to that next one with the full bench.
At Cy-Woods, they can do no better than 5th. They have 4 games remaining, possible 8 points, but they're down 9 in the standings to Klein, so there's no way they can catch their opponents tonight, but they do have Fair Creek nipping at their heels. They're up 3 points on last place Fair Creek.
Yeah, for seeding, Cy-Woods, really their goal for the rest of the year, keep that number 5 spot, and you'd be surprised how much seeding counts in these playoffs.
These two met for the first time back in December in the annual Teddy Bear Toss game, and it didn't go well for the host team Klein. After scoring the game's first 3 goals, the Wildcats exploded for 7 unanswered, including 3 empty net tallies and a 7-3 win. Logan Westhaver picked up a hat trick for Cy-Woods, while Kenneth Fisher scored the Wildcats' first 2 goals. Chance Miller was 43 of 46 in goal, while Owen Lewis stopped 29 of 33. So have to think revenge on the mind of Klein after squandering a 3-0 lead back in December.
Someone needs to buy Miller a prize for that. 46 shots at this level is just a ton.
Cy-Woods comes in off a 11-7 loss to Memorial West in a game in which they were outshot by 2. They put 42 shots up on Memorial West. Were outshot 44-42. Dunn had 4 goals, but Nathan Horn, the league's top goal scorer, netted 5 in that game.
Yeah, it's funny. This is high school hockey, but I go on the website and I see, what has Horn got now? Because I'm just curious if he's going to get up to 60 goals.
Klein outshot 34-29 in a 3-2 upset over South Division leading Straight Jesuit. Wozniak, Nelson, and Ryan all scored. Ryan got the game winner at 8:43 of the third. It was just the 5th loss of the season for Straight Jesuit. And that goes to kind of show you how one division has it's like a 4-team race, and over on the other division, it's a 2-team race. Memorial and Straight Jesuit each have 5 losses, but Memorial has 3 games in hand. The Woodlands has 28 points, only 1 point behind them. College Station, who we saw last week, Tomball and Klein separated by 1 point. Really still anyone's game in the North.
Yeah, Woodland's the class of this whole league at 14-2, and their goal differential plus 60. I mean, they're good for about 6-7 goals a game.
Right now it's time for Dave's keys to tonight's game. Brought to you by McCree Ford. Grab the keys to your new or pre-owned Ford today. McCree Ford, that's my dealer.
Well, Klein's got to use their depth. They got two really good lines. Gorman and Mitchell probably got to get a few points apiece as usual. And something interesting about Klein, they're the second lowest penalty minute team in the league. So keep not committing penalties, and that'll do good things for you. For Cy-Woods, they really have to hold Klein to about 3 or 4 goals to have a chance. Miller has to have a good night. He's at about a 5.5 average. Got to maybe give up only 4. And the second line has got to get points. Just not a lot of depth, as we said.
Only one game elsewhere tonight. 5:30 start down in Sugar Land. There's only one game on Sunday. That starts at 10:30 in the morning.
Ouch.
Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody wants to get back to watch Kansas City and Philadelphia. I still want the Eagles to win. I don't think they're going to, but I want them to. I'm tired of the Chiefs.
Yeah, I have Eagle fans in the family, so I got to go that way.
The officials for tonight's game, Chase Wilkinson and Daniel Blaine are the referees. Jared Schotten and Jacob Headley, the linesmen. Chase Wilkinson, very familiar to the Klein program. He was the cup-winning goal scorer for Klein in a win in the 2013 Justice Cup when they defeated Fair Creek. Late third period goal scored by one of the referees tonight. Winding down warm-ups. Klein in their white sweaters and Cy-Woods in their red. Klein will attack from right to left and Cy-Woods will skate from left to right. Cy-Woods got to the Justice Cup final back in 2021, or it might have been 2019. It was 2019. They lost to Memorial West. Klein 3-time Cup champs in this league.
What team is on the clock? What team has not won in forever? We'll have to look that up. You have it there.
Let's see.
Who's the Toronto Maple Leafs of this league?
Well, we talked to, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week. Strake seems to get there. This is like their 4th year in the league.
Yeah.
They've either gotten to the final and lost, or they were defeated in the division final or division semifinals. They've always had a pretty good team, but they just can't get over the hump. San Antonio won. They're no longer in the league. There's a lot of teams that won that aren't in existence anymore.
True. That is
Dulles,
true. Yeah.
Clear Lake, College Park. College Park won 3 during their time in the ISHL. Clear Lake had 4. Fair Creek hasn't won since 2017. Memorial West has won a lot in recent years. They've won 3 since the 2019 Justice Cup final. Steven Santini finally said his time as the head coach was over. Tanner Mullen is new head coach. Spent a lot of the last couple of years acting as head coach because of Steven Santini's work commitments, taking him out of Texas. We're about ready for the opening face-off. It'll be Fisher dropping in against Dalton Diskey.
A lot of seniors out there to start this game.
Chase Wilkinson will drop the puck. This game is underway, and Xander Mitchell quickly takes it in across the Wildcat line on right wing. Throws a shot towards the net. It's wide. It comes to Dalton Diskey over on the left-hand side. He winds it in deep for a centering pass that is dealt with at the side of the cage by Chance Miller. Back comes the Wildcats with Fisher skating on right wing and across the line. Fisher with a tough angle shot hit the side of the cage. Jeremy Solano in on the forecheck, finds Distal Swag, and she sent a pass over to the left that was out of the reach of Fisher. Puck comes all the way back into the Wildcat zone as Dunn will retreat back into his own end. Watched by the forechecking Dalton Diskey. and played out to center ice. Back to the Wildcat line. Turned over by Smith. Lifted back out to center ice. Distal Swag had her pocket picked by Grayson Wozniak. Skates in across. He shoots and a save. Chance Miller's first save of the game, and it comes 57 seconds into tonight's matchup.
And now the Lions will kind of get back to their normal personnel. But first shot of the game coming just about 1 minute in.
Face off to the right of the sophomore goaltender, Chance Miller. Cy-Woods 3-7 in their last 10. Klein 5-4-1 in their last 10, and they're in on a 3-game winning streak, playing some of their best hockey of the season. Wildcats control with Colin Cassidy. And Benjamin Ars falls down, and then a wrist shot is gloved by Miller as he stops Grayson Wozniak.
Woz has got the first 2 shots here, and good stoppage right around the blue line. And Klein got the puck back and kept it in the zone.
Another face-off to the right of Chance Miller. Woolsey will take the face-off, and it'll be controlled by Cy-Woods after the win by Logan Westhaver. Wozniak in deep, though. Along the inboards, he's double-teamed by a pair of Wildcats. Woolsey plays it below the icing line. Reverse now. Up the boards, Cassidy clears the zone. Klein will go chasing. Sawyer Farb around the boards to the right wing. Long range shot off target. Off the stick of Connor McKenzie. And then Klein skated out from right to left and barreling in. Dalton Diskey has Mitchell breaking to the net. And he is taken down from behind.
Penalty.
A forearm shot. Logan Westhaver is going to go off.
There's a stick on the ice, too. Somebody lost their wood. And in the middle of that, a penalty. Probably a hit from behind.
Westhaver goes off. Team leader with 26 penalties. Roughing is called.
Well, on the power play, Klein pretty good, 30%.
2:05 the time of the penalty. This is a Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Klein is 5th in the league, converting at 30%, 9 of 30 this season. Cy-Woods penalty kill is ranked 8th. They've scored the most shorthanded goals in the league with 7, and they're killing penalties at a 73.5% clip. Puck to the far boards as Nelson tried to get it to the slot. It's kicked off, and now here comes Fisher on the shorthand. Down right wing, left it at the blue line. Mitchell tries to tie him up, and he wins the puck back for his club. To the red line. Back, it's cleared by Dunn. Klein tried to move it through the neutral zone. Intercepted by Dunn, the captain of Cy-Woods. Strides down the right wing boards, carries in on the shorthand. Wrist shot is off target. McKenzie keeps it alive at the left point and will then send it in deep. Tough to see who's on the power play here.
Yeah.
With Cy-Woods shorthanded, most of the time is being spent in the Klein zone. And then now is skated in by Klein. A pass, picked off right at the top of the crease and cleared by Corbin Wright. Back across the Wildcat line, Wozniak defers. Gorman. I don't know if that shot ever got there before it was intercepted and carried out by Wright, who clears the zone with 40 seconds to go on the power play. Woolsey with a wrist shot outside the left wing circle. Another glove save by Chance Miller with 37 seconds to go on the man advantage. 3:28 gone by here in the first.
Pretty good kill by Cy-Woods. It took a minute 40 for Klein to get their first look. At one point, Cy-Woods had 3 skaters in the Klein zone.
Wozniak shoots, deflected. 2 players try to tie each other up. As Benjamin Hours down to the right wing corner. Wozniak. Puck deflects up. Kept alive by Gorman. Gorman with a wrist shot off the chest of Miller, and he's able to locate the rebound with 15 seconds to go on the power play.
Well, 4 minutes and Miller's faced 4 shots, stopped them all.
Both teams averaging 4.8 goals per game coming into this Week 21 battle. Face off to the left of Miller. Benjamin Sampson won it, but Cy-Woods able to get it and clear it all the way down. With 5 seconds to go on the power play, looks like the 8th ranked penalty kill will kill another one this season. Here comes Maddox Zek, and he dumps it in. Let. Couldn't clear the zone. Sampson kept it on the line. Farb with a centering feed out of the reach of Ryan. Ryan below the goal line. Watched by 2 Wildcats. Finds Sampson, left wing side. Spins it back to the point. Farb shoots. Paddle save. Rebound, score! William Ryan, his 9th of the season. Klein off and running with a 1-0 lead.
Rebounds can do it. The shot was handled by Cy-Woods, except the rebound was a nice one right out to Ryan. He's played perfectly there. Just hang around by the goal. There's a good chance you're going to get a rebound.
Even strength goal. Power play had expired. Rebound given up by Miller, and Klein get the game's first goal. Corbin Wright, freshman for Cy-Woods, tried to clear from his knees below the goal line, slapping at it from the point. Gorman, his shot was wide. Left behind the cage for Dalton Diskey to play it. Gets it back to Gorman, left point, with a wrist shot and a glove save by Miller.
That was screened as well. I don't know how Miller saw that. Well, Cy-Woods, the offense has got to get going. No shots so far. Meanwhile, Klein is 7.
Klein had a 3-0 lead when they first met back in December, and then Cy-Woods unleashed 7 unanswered. One of their 6 wins this season. Face off to the right of Miller. 4:55 gone by. Won by Cy-Woods and cleared all the way down by Wright. This will go for icing. Nope. They say the puck was deflected, so no icing. That call made by Jacob Headley, one of the linesmen today. On right wing. Play is onside. Xander Mitchell, centering feed. Not cleared though. And here's a long wrist shot that's blocked. Shot attempt from Delgado. Mitchell carves the ice in the right wing corner. Plays it behind the net for Brady Nelson. Nelson along the goal line. Centers. Oh, shot just wide. That was Diskey. Cy-Woods still can't clear the zone. Dalton Diskey back to Nelson. And he couldn't get to Mitchell. Clearing feed was kept alive only momentarily by Sherwood Gorman. Gorman, 34 goals in his career in 3 seasons, leads the ISHL in assists. It'll be skated in by Diskey. Then the puck comes back for a shot by Nelson. That's blocked. As Cy-Woods skated out from left to right. In comes Westhaver. His pocket was picked from behind. Delgado will play it behind the net and get it himself. Tied up by the forechecking Westhaver. Dunn in there for support. Westhaver comes away with the puck. Plays it back to the point. Right with a wrist shot. And, that one deflected just wide. It might have been Dunn at the top of the crease. Fisher. Left wing boards. Back to McKenzie with a wrist shot from up top. And fought off by Lewis. Good offensive zone pressure by Cy-Woods. Klein forced to clear it all the way down. And paddled away by Cy-Woods netminder Chance Miller. Puck centered and then intercepted. And Patrick Dunn stolen away from him by Hours. And he will shuttle it in deep. 7 minutes gone by, first period, 1-0 Klein. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano from the Aerodrome. So we play here in the first period. A turnover. Farb works it in deep. Wozniak and McKenzie tie each other up in the corner. They continue to battle along the inboards. The Wildcats come back with numbers. Couldn't clear the zone. And then it is forced out. Farb tried to play it in deep. Now Fisher skates in. Wrist shot, score! Logan Westhaver. And it is 1-1 here in the first.
First shot officially of the game for Cy-Woods, and they get the goal. Westhaver the steal at mid-ice, and great play. Sometimes you just need one to get it going. On the scoreboard, it's all even.
7:31, the time of the goal. As Klein come back in on left wing. Puck dumped in by Smith. McGrew on the ice for Cy-Woods. Will chase after it behind the net. Ryan in on the forecheck. Laid up the left wing. It'll be kicked out by Jeremy Solano. Ethan Chow on the ice for a shift. Puck at the Klein blue line, backhanded on cross corner by Chow. Now Gorman with the intercept. Oh, and Solano goes down at the side of the Klein net. He hops back up. Dunn couldn't get to the puck. Ooh, and Solano tried to lower the boom on Benjamin Sampson, but came up empty. He had bad intentions.
Oh, twice.
Here comes Gorman with speed, middle of the ice, striding from right to left across the line, stick handling. Forced to go behind the net by McGrew. Played to the top of the right wing circle. Ryan with a wrist shot deflected wide. Smith winds it in deep. Sampson in front. Ryan shoots. Head a save. Rebound, score. It's Ryan again. 2-1 Klein.
Very similar to the first goal, except Ryan, that was all him. The first shot blocked by Miller, and the rebound went right back to Ryan, who stayed in the slot and knocked it in. So Ryan, one goal away from a hat trick, and we're still early in this first period.
8:52. The time of Ryan's second goal of the game. 6:08 left to play, period number one. Puck in the Cy-Woods zone as Diskey backhands it in deep. Nelson, first one to it for Klein. Puts on the brakes in the right wing corner. Shot by Mitchell is intercepted as he shot it from the half wing wall. Ahead for Dunn. Gains the zone. Dunn lost it off his stick. Comes in on the forecheck, but Klein able to clear the zone as the puck rolls all the way down. Icing is whistled on Klein with 5:35 to play in the opening period. A 2-1 game, very competitive.
Klein 9 shots already to Cy-Woods 1. We said Klein was deep. Their first two lines, they'll get you a lot of looks.
Face off to the right of Lewis. Shot by Dunn was deflected by Leland Hassinger. Klein forced it back into the Wildcat zone. Puck deflected. No icing will be called. Dunn comes in on the forecheck along with Hassinger defensively for Klein. It's Dunn. Dunn puts on the brakes, tries a centering pass. No one home. Ends up getting it back. A backhander, and Westhaver fell down to the ice as he got tied up with Hassinger. Wildcats retreating into their own end with Fisher stopping behind the net. 10 minutes gone by in the opening frame. It is a 2-1 Klein lead here in the Aerodrome. Fisher leads it for Westhaver, the goal scorer. Across the line, left to right. Could not get past the defense. Good piece of defending by Farb. Back in the neutral zone right at right defense. D to D, now ahead for Westhaver. He stopped at the red line. Fisher tries to help. Sent back into the Wildcat zone by Wozniak. Flipped back out by Cy-Woods by Dunn. Diskey. Double team by Westhaver and Dunn. Dunn now stick handles with a wrist shot and a pad save by Lewis. Good shot by Westhaver. Go check that, Dunn. Here comes Gorman, number 90 for Klein. Kicks it with his skate across the blue line. Peels back with it to the point. Tried to stick handle, but Dunn got the better of that exchange. Turned over at the red line. Here's Woolsey. Down the board, still out in the neutral zone. Gorman fighting off Cassidy. Now Gorman shoots well off target to the right of Chance Miller. Play towards goal, and it deflects off the right side of the cage. Whipland Cave on the ice for a shift here late in the first period. McKenzie reverses it all the way around. Played towards the net, deflected and cleared by Cy-Woods. That's icing with 3.5 to go.
Yeah, they probably had to do that. They got to get some fresh bodies out there. That was a long shift. Klein, just really good pressure. Doesn't matter who they put out there. Miller still a pretty good period. He stopped 7 of 9 thus far.
Face-off win for Klein. Sampson try to get to Chase Smith, poked away from him. Worked back out to the neutral zone before it is flipped back in by Ryan. Lead pass was not cleared out by Cy-Woods. Farb works it in deep. Head up the right wing. Chow leaves it there, but then backhands it out to center. Cassidy with an active stick. Then back to the neutral zone. Sampson takes it across the blue line. Sampson, right circle, drops it back. Ryan, already 2 goals, both of them so far for Klein in his first period. Now at the side of the net, Sampson, a backhander, saved Miller. McGrew, outlets, Cassidy. Cassidy across the blue line. Ryan comes back on the back check and takes it away from Cassidy before it is spun in deep by Cy-Woods. Sampson skates in front of his own crease. Leads it ahead for Chase Smith. Smith just started skating 18 months ago. And he's been good for Frank Prestigiovanni. Play is offside with 2:10 to go.
He moves pretty good. It could take a good couple of years to really feel comfortable. And he's getting a lot of ice time.
2:10 to go. First period, 2-1 Klein. 2 goals by Ryan. Logan Westhaver has the goal for Cy-Woods as the faceoff comes out just outside of the Klein zone. Cora Ann Miller at left defense. She couldn't dump it in. Comes back into the Wildcat zone. Diskey on left wing. Centers. And opportunity for Nelson. I don't know if he got a shot off or if his stick was tied up. Played out the center ice. Westhaver. Fisher looking for Westhaver, but there's 3 Klein skaters back defensively. Mitchell takes control. Saucers it up right wing. It's Gorman. Gorman skating against 2 Wildcats. Kicks it across the line. Wrist shot and a save by Miller. Ooh, yeah, that one a little tough for the sophomore goaltender, but he's able to stop it with 1:32 to go.
Gorman went 1-on-4. He said, I'm not waiting for my mates. It wasn't a traditional look, kind of a backwards wrist shot, but a good look nonetheless.
Wright has it behind his own net. Both teams with 6 freshmen. As Fisher with a wrist shot. Ooh, that one fought off by Lewis, who's headed for his head. Mitchell leads it ahead for Nelson. Down right wing. Watched by Cora Ann Miller. Centering feed, and Diskey shot it wide. Mitchell tries another centering pass. It's intercepted and skated back out. Patrick Dunn with the last minute ticking off the clock. Wright tries a wrist shot. That's blocked. Corralled by Diskey. Diskey on left wing. Got it by Dunn. Red line. He cuts wide. Middle of the ice. Diskey leaves it for Gorman. Poke checked away by McKenzie. Wozniak tries to barrel down the right wing boards. The puck taken off his stick by Dunn. Fisher has it now for Cy-Woods. 30 seconds to go. 2-1 Klein. Outlet pass is intercepted. Gorman shoots, and that went off the leg of the defenseman Wright. Battling along the near boards. Gorman stick handles. Still Gorman. Skates to the right point. Down the right wing boards. Yeah, it's still Gorman. Nice movement. And he gets tripped up. Arms stay down. Rebound in front. Wozniak couldn't get a shot off after Miller made the save, and that does it for the first period. 2-1 after one. Klein leads Cy-Woods. You're listening to the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Not only do your allergies contribute to missed days at work and increased healthcare costs, allergies also contribute to overall poor health and can decrease your quality of life. Allergies cause your cells to release histamine, which causes inflammation. This inflammatory response can affect your sinuses, lungs, skin, nerves, joints, muscles, and other organs. Allergies can begin at any age, even midlife, and if left untreated can lead to sinus infections, skin disorders, asthma, migraines, and insomnia. Medications can only mask symptoms. Experience shows that it's better to prevent the underlying allergic reaction. Imagine how nice it will be to enjoy the outdoors without suffering from allergies.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center identifies the root cause of symptoms, helping to restore your health. We resolve allergies naturally and conveniently with our new state-of-the-art low-dose immunotherapy treatment. Call a wellness consultant today at 281-990-4793. That's 281-990-4793.
To Tachys Fiber Internet, being transparent means locking down pricing and never renegotiating. Giving access to fiber fast speeds for streaming, gaming, and anything else. And customer care reps are literally part of your community. There's no data caps or limits, no fine print, no surprise price increases. So let's raise the industry standard, because you deserve a better way to internet. Sign up today at Tachys.com.
Next week here on the ISHL Game of the Week, we'll see this Klein squad once again as they will square off against North Division leading the Woodlands. Coverage begins at 7 right here on the Legacy Sports Network. 2-1 after one.
Klein 12 shots in that first period. A couple of goals by Ryan. Cy-Woods, they got it going late. 4 shots and that 1 goal.
Sampson and Chow for the face-off to start the second.
And Klein is short a man, a defenseman.
Well, tardy was Maddox Zek. Face-off controlled by Cy-Woods, but on the stick of Maddox Zek. Here comes Corbin Wright, one of the 6 freshmen on this Cy-Woods team. McKenzie couldn't clear the zone, but here comes Wright at left defense. Tries to go cross ice, ends up deflecting off his teammate Chow, back into the Wildcat zone, lifted clear. Chow with speed, couldn't get it from Maddox Zek, and she will shuttle it in deep. McKenzie barreling in on him was Sampson, turned over to Ryan, right wing board, centering feed, they score! Sampson, 3-1 Klein after the turnover.
Sampson just hanging out in the slot, and it wasn't a strong pass, but the defense was lacking back there as Sampson unmarked and jammed it in from about 10 feet out.
4th goal for the junior Benjamin Sampson. As Patrick Dunn will take the face-off. 4 years at Cy-Woods, 40 goals, 47 assists, 87 points. He has 7 consecutive games with at least a goal, 14 goals in those last 7. Here's Fisher barreling down left wing. Stood up by Mitchell in the corner. Dunn comes back to help. Fisher couldn't get his stick on the puck. They battle along the near boards. Nelson clears the zone, and Mitchell will skate from left to right. In across the line. Xander Mitchell on the backhand. Flips it up over the goaltender and off the glass. Swept up the boards by Wright off the stick of Delgado and out the center. Gorman almost took a shot center ice by Dunn, was able to skate away from it, and now it's Wright across for Dunn. Dunn back to Wright, trying to get a handle on it, backhands it into the glove of Owen Lewis with 1:39 gone by in the second period. 3-1 Klein.
Yeah, I think if Wright gets that on his strong side, he gets a really good shot, but he got a little tied up and had to backhand it.
Dunn remains on the ice. He's coming off a 4-goal game in an 11-7 loss to Memorial West. Fisher in deep, filtered a centering pass. It comes back to Dunn with a wrist off the post. Took it from the high slot and got the iron. Flipped all the way down icing whistled on Klein with 1:55 gone here in the second.
Oh, that would have been so good for Cy-Woods to get within one, but the iron not cooperating.
Faceoff comes down to Owen Lewis. 4th in the league in goals against average, 5th in save percentage. Wissing and Woolsey for the faceoff. Klein controls. Hours at the red line, left it there for Farby, who cuts to his left across the blue line. Sawyer Farby got by Cassidy. Winds it around to the right wing boards. In the corner, it's played back. Hassinger played one towards net from the point and got deflected to the left wing boards. Trying to retreat was Caleb McGrew. Taken off by Wozniak. Wissing up the right wing boards onto the stick of the sophomore Colin Cassidy. Walks it by Woolsey. Cassidy with a wrist shot and a right pad saved by Lewis. Back from left to right, Wozniak has Woolsey with him. Wozniak protected it with his backhand. And he tries to play one towards the top of the crease. It's kicked away. Coming up on 12 minutes to go. Hassinger with a wrist shot. That goes past the catching glove of Miller and off the inboards. Farby down, or Farb down the left wing boards. A pass back up top goes through Hassinger. He retreats into his own end. Chow on the forecheck. Still Hassinger. Up right wing, Hours. Has Wozniak with him. Gives it to Wozniak with a long wrist shot. That hit off the tip of the catching glove of Miller. Dunn saucers it down.
Coming back.
And it's going to roll all the way down for icing with 3:33 gone by.
Only one penalty in this game. That was by Cy-Woods. Remember, Klein, they just don't commit penalties. Just a clean game so far. Not a lot of heavy hits.
Sampson for the face-off against Dunn. Face-off to the right of Miller. Cy-Woods tries to control it. Play to the left and a glove save as Ryan robbed of his hat trick by Chance Miller.
Best save of the night by Miller. Ryan had a great look.
They'll do it again to the right of Miller.
That's about where the shot came from.
Cy-Woods wins the draw, and they clear it out to center ice before it is shot back in by Gorman. Cleared back out to center. Off the stick of Chase Lett. And spun back in by Klein. Lett will just ice it again.
Yep.
4:02 gone by in the second period. It is 3-1 Klein. 2 goals by William Ryan. Goal by Benjamin Sampson. Westhaver has the tally for Cy-Woods.
Ryan's had the best looks all night. I mean, even on the misses, all his shots are within about 15, 20 feet.
Miller will watch the faceoff come to his left. He was 16 of 22 in that 11-7 loss. Pass or shot by Walls. A save by Miller. Westhaver chased by Nelson. Mitchell on the forecheck. Wright able to get by him up the right wing. Leads it ahead for Fisher, and that'll be carried in by Westhaver. On left wing, Westhaver got by one and then shot it up in the screen. He got by Walls before he shot it up into the mesh and out of play.
Waited a little bit too long behind the goal line when he tried to put it on net. Westhaver really trying to push the action, and Cy-Woods only 6 shots thus far.
Dunn and Diskey for the faceoff to the right of Owen Lewis in the Klein zone. Fisher couldn't get a shot off. Cora and Miller couldn't keep it alive in the zone, so Cy-Woods has to tag up. Diskey avoids a hit from Fisher. Westhaver on left wing. Couldn't get by Diskey. Klein clears the zone. Cora and Miller keeps it on Klein's half of the ice as Westhaver gains the zone. On left wing, shoots, save Lewis. Try to go near post. on the short side. Fisher recoils back and drops it back to right, and he'll filter it in deep. Over 5 minutes gone by in the second period. 3-1 Klein. Then in front, they score! A beautiful pass by Dunn from below the goal line, and Westhaver tallies up. Cuts the deficit to 1. He's got his second of the game.
Yeah, the old pass from behind the goal. When Westhaver's line is out there, it's just so much better. They really push it, and that was the best shift of the night for Cy-Woods. Westhaver, they got it within 1 now, 3-2.
5 even strength goals through a period and change here in the Aerodrome.
He's went away from a hat trick.
Lead cut to 1 again, as Wozniak tees one up and blasts it wide as Farb has it on the right wing side. In front for Wozniak. Forced to go behind the icing line. Tried to wind it back to Farb. Now Woolsey occupying the right point. Shoots! That's deflected just wide. Played back. And a long-range wrist shot by Maddox Zek. Maybe got a piece of the iron. Still battle into the Cy-Woods zone before it is cleared by the Wildcats. Puck rolls down, and Zek will carry it middle of the ice from left to right. Solano dropped his stick, picks it up. Zek with a wrist shot over the crossbar.
2 in a row.
Farb winds it in deep for Wozniak behind the goal line. He is shouldered by McKenzie. To the far boards, McKenzie clears the zone. 8:45 to play in the second period. 3-2 Klein. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano from the Aerodrome in a crucial North Division matchup. Woolsey plays it across the ice. Farb drops it back. Gorman, his shot well off target. Caught the glass behind the goal. Ricochets to Woolsey, who spins it in deep. Wozniak barreling down. Solano comes back to Gorman. Gorman with a shot from the left circle. Blocked right back to him. Works it down the ice as he has it hold behind the goal. Then he tries a centering feed. Comes out to the blue line. Kept alive by Farb. Worked up the boards by McGrew. Not out. Sampson gives it off. And a blast by Ryan is fought off by Miller. Cy-Woods trying to skate it out from right to left. They get it out of the zone. Slapped at by Solano. Back into the Klein end. Gorman will take control. 7:45 to go. Gorman, middle of the ice. Across the blue line and a wrist shot and a glove save by Miller. 7:38 to go. 3-2 Klein.
Gorman saw that Cy-Woods was in the middle of a line change. He tried to hustle it down and actually got a pretty good look. That was a really solid shift by Klein. They held possession just about the entire time.
Face off to the right of Miller. Won by Cy-Woods. They couldn't clear it. Shot by Sampson.
Oh.
They score!
Miller didn't even see it.
It has been a game of 2 goal scorers. Sampson restores the 2-goal lead as he scores his second of the game.
Yeah, Sampson he was about 30 feet out going to his right. He said, I'll just give it a look. And he got Miller going the other way. So they'll take it, 4-2. The shots, Mike, are 18-8. Klein.
Goal comes at 7:28 of the second. Klein back in front by 2. To the near boards. Klein controlling in their own half of the ice. Gorman ahead for Ryan. Turned over right. Plays it to the red line. Spun back in by Ryan.
Oh.
And player goes down. That was Chase Lett. And we have a tripping minor called on Klein. And Cy-Woods will go to the power play for the first time tonight.
Doesn't happen very often, so good opportunity for Cy-Woods to try to get one back. Their power play under the average at 23%. So they'd love to try to create something here.
14 goals and 60 power plays. They've allowed 3 shorties. Klein's penalty kill is 10th in the league. Fair Creek is last on the kill. 71% of their penalties have been killed. This is the Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Farb couldn't clear. Kept alive, and then it is forced out. Fisher had trouble handling the puck, and then it was kicked out by Mitchell. And Cy-Woods will try again. Dunn. Down right wing. Still Dunn. Centering feed. Westhaver couldn't get his stick on it. Here's Dunn. Top of the circles. Wrist shot at iron. Right. Centering feed. Slapped away by Lewis. It comes to the near point. Right with a blast. Rebound, they score!
Deflection somewhere.
It's going to be a power play goal for Wright.
That shot was up in the air, and I think Wright's stick, he just kind of put the stick up and poked it in. And hey, excellent power play. Really solid by Cy-Woods. Had a lot of good looks, held possession just about the entire time.
It's Wright's goal.
Hey, Cy-Woods hanging with them here.
Lewis initially looked like he made the save. And then it kind of bounced in. And they will give Wright the goal. Solano was in front, barreling down on the goaltender, providing a screen. Diskey tried to get it back from Nelson. Comes back to Diskey. It bounces in on Miller, who swipes it away. Less than 6 minutes to go. The time of the power play goal, 8:35. 15th goal on the power play for Cy-Woods, and the first of the season for Corbin Wright. Now Mitchell snaps one, and a save by Miller. Gave up a rebound. It is below the goal line. Here's Dunn skating with it for Cy-Woods. His outlet pass could not connect with Fisher as Gorman stepped in front of him. Gorman from left to right. Feels a little bit of contact, and then Farb got it briefly just inside of the Klein, or excuse me, the Cy-Woods zone. Now Fisher skates in, trying to tie the game, and his wrist shot is stopped by Owen Lewis. Nearly 5 minutes remaining in period number 2.
It went in, but the whistle was already blown. Hey, Cy-Woods, they're not backing down. Really a solid period. They've just about matched Klein in shots this period.
Face off to the right of Lewis. Wissing loses it. Hours gets it ahead for Wozniak. Wozniak gains the zone. Wrist shot off the glove of Miller, and a rebound on the backhand was pitched to the side of the cage by Woolsey. Up top, Gorman. Long wrist shot is off target. Woolsey, tough angle shot. Miller makes another save. Cleared by Cy-Woods.
Not going to make it.
Gorman chases it down. Chow comes in on the forecheck. Gorman turned over to Wissing, and the puck trickles before it is poked away by Lewis. Comes to the high slot. Cassidy couldn't get a shot off. Now Wozniak, slapped away by the active stick of Cassidy. Gorman retreats behind his own net. Wissing trying to barrel down on him. Gorman with speed through the neutral zone. Gorman tried to go end to end, but he could never get a shot off. Hours with a shot that was deflected and blocked. Now it comes back to Connor Walls. His shot well wide. Gorman, his wrist shot wide from the left point. Walls comes barreling in on right wing, and a loose puck is found by Miller. And there's some contact after the play between Wozniak and Cassidy, with Wozniak going down. 3:53 left to play here in the second period. 4-3 Klein with the lead.
Gorman and Wozniak, the puck just seems attached to their stick. I mean, they when they get it, they're gonna, both of those guys are gonna try to take it end to end. Just that's a line that's real dangerous.
Sampson and Dunn for the faceoff.
This is tough situation here for Cy-Woods. Got to try to knock themselves out of this.
3:53 to go. Face-off win, but Wright shoots at point blank range, and Miller makes another glove save.
So that's what I'm talking about. They lose that face-off. They did, and they got a point blank look, did Klein, but Miller, great save.
3:48 left in the second. Face off now to the left of Miller. Sampson and Dunn for the draw. And just slapped out of the zone by Dunn. Ryan up the right wing boards. Sampson skating in. And Wright with a good defensive play. Sampson and Wright battling below the goal line. It's Wright who comes away with it. Wright with speed. Got it across the red line. Tried to skate it in himself. Instead of dumping it in, it's turned over to Ryan. He tried to play one towards the middle of the ice. Distel-Swide with the interception. She ladled it back to Dunn. Dunn with a saucer.
Oh, not a good play.
Turned over to Sampson, and he will wind it in deep. Coming up on 12 minutes gone by in the second. 4-3 Klein here in the North Division. Week 21 in the ISHL. Ryan and Dunn tie each other up, far boards. Sampson is past the flex into the slot before it is skated out by Wright. Taken away by Ryan. Ryan shoots from distance and a glove save by Miller. 2:43 to play in the second. 4-3 Klein.
Cy-Woods is trying to take it up themselves. I just don't think they have the skating to do that. They're going to have to pass their way up the ice. Meanwhile, Klein, they have the skaters, and you can see their big-time pressure by Klein the last few shifts.
Face off to the left of Miller, and right off the draw, Delgado's shot is wide. Wildcats can't clear the zone. Kept alive by Delgado. Another long-range wrist shot and another save by Miller.
Klein now up to 25 shots. Miller stopped 21. I think he's playing really well, facing a barrage.
Miller has played a lot this year, not just for Cy-Woods, but also for junior varsity teams. He never says no when a team that's without their goalie requires one, and they request him as their netminder. He actually has back-to-back wins on the same day last week. Sunday, a win for Memorial West and a win for the Woodlands. They battle in the neutral zone. Westhaver skates in. Westhaver shoots, and it's blockered away by Lewis. Westhaver almost had the game's first hat trick. 7 goals. And 3 players with 2 goals each in this game. Less than 2 minutes to go as Klein shuttled it in deep. Here's McGrew. Fisher on left wing. Ahead for Dunn, who skates it across the line. Lifts one towards goal, and it bounces in on Lewis. With 1:33 to go, he gets the stoppage.
I thought Westhaver had a gimme there. It was one-on-one, one on the goalie, and he tried to juke his way in there, but good save by Lewis. Seems like if you're a goalie in this league, Mike, you gotta have long hair. I mean, who was it last week who had a
McMillan?
Yeah, I mean, he's got some serious hair. Flow, as they say.
Face off to the right of the long-haired Owen Lewis. Gorman backhands it out past Cora and Miller. Wright retreats with Wozniak bearing down on him. Now Cassidy turns with it. Tried to find Wissing. It's deflected and brought back in by Wozniak. Wozniak between the circles, shot blocked by Wright in front. Played off the boards and out the center past Delgado. Now you got 3 Wildcats getting to the puck first. Wissing, and a diving effort by Woolsey. And he slides into his goaltender, Owen Lewis, and the net comes off the pegs. Good defensive play by Woolsey.
He sacrificed himself. He knew it was 3-on-1 and just threw his body in there to try to break up the play, and he did his job.
Exactly 1 minute to go in the second period. 1-goal game with Klein on top, 4-3.
Now we got 8,000 Cy-Woods players on the ice. Still trying to get things figured out here. Now they got their 5.
Westhaver, Dunn, Fisher, Wright, and Cora and Miller. Delgado. Now Westhaver with the turnover. In front, Fisher, and a great save by Lewis. Fisher was left all alone. The hole of the goal line. Pass to Dunn at the top of the circle. His shot was blocked by Wozniak. 35 seconds to go in the second. Puck brought in by Westhaver. He's got 2 goals, but Delgado takes it away. Wozniak couldn't force it out to the neutral zone. And we have a halt to the action again. The net looks like it's come apart and come off behind Lewis with 23.6 seconds to go.
I feel bad for Cy-Woods. I tell you, if they're in the South Division, they probably have a winning record. They came to play tonight. Big time pressure in this period and very close to a tying goal.
Fisher right behind Dunn for the faceoff. The last time Fisher did not register a point was back in September. He has 43 goals in 1+ seasons at Cy-Woods. 23.6 seconds to go. Dunn, Fisher, his shot over the crossbar. Wright slaps at it from a tough angle, and it bounces to the right wing corner. Sampson up the boards for Chase Smith. Backhands one from one side of the rink to the other, but now Wright will bear in on left wing. Westhaver takes control. Westhaver skates along the goal line. Worked around and forced to go behind the net at the conclusion of the second period. 1 goal game after 2. Klein on top 4-3, and this is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
Hello.
Back for the start of the third period, 4-3 Klein. Miller to our right, to our left, and Lewis to our right as Gorman shoots, deflected wide. Right, Cassidy turned over. Nelson, centering feed, picked off by Wright. Good defensive play. Now Gorman with a wrist shot, that's blocked by Wissing. Deflects into the corner, Diskey tied up by Wright. Solano off his stick, it's Nelson. Nelson to Mitchell. Got off the heel of his stick and wide of the target. Mitchell, captain of Klein, back to Gorman. Gorman holding at the left point. Down the boards for Mitchell. Mitchell alone in the corner. Back up top for Gorman. Gorman snaps one, deflected just wide in front by Nelson. Now McKenzie to Solano. Again, they couldn't clear the zone. Pass towards the top of the crease. Off the stick of Mitchell and wide. And then Mitchell with a back pass. Sends it all the way back down to his own zone. Walls with Solano bearing down on him. Walls able to put on the brakes, get the puck, flip it ahead for Mitchell. Now Gorman poked away by Dunn. Mitchell red line to Diskey, who gains the zone. Dalton Diskey, right circle, snaps one, deflected wide. Dunn recoils behind his own net. Nearly 5 minutes gone by already. Quickly moving third period. In front, Woolsey, a shot and a save by Miller. Nelson tried to feed Woolsey again. Back into the corner. Wright ties Woolsey up. Gorman comes in to help. That's Wozniak, I beg your pardon. And Wright comes away with the puck for Cy-Woods, who trails this game by 1. Flipped all the way down right. There will not be icing. Fisher and Walls in a skate race. It's Walls along the inboards, tied up. And now Gorman with speed. Chased down by Westhaver. Gorman, got by Westhaver. And in front, Wozniak chips that one wide. Now Wozniak below the goal line. At the side of the net, he shoots, and another save by Miller with 5:20 gone by in the third period, and a 4-3 Klein lead.
Shots are now 27 for Klein, 13 for Cy-Woods, and once again, Gorman tried to take it in and make a play, almost did. Well, Cy-Woods really struggling to get it out of their own end.
Shot blocked. Came from Maddox Zek up top. Here's Woolsey, left point, drives in, shoots, and that's wide. Farb towards the net. Wozniak takes it away. Then his pocket was picked by Dunn. Dunn looking for the game-tying goal. Too far in front of his teammate. Turn back at the blue line. Westhaver, nice little play to Dunn. Dunn sealed off.
Great defense.
And a penalty behind the play.
Holding. That looked like good defense to me. Nonetheless.
Holding. Ours heads to the box.
Yeah, this is Cy-Woods' tying chance here. They had a pretty good power play last time.
Both teams 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Mr. Electric brings you this power play. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Klein quickly clear it all the way down. Mitchell gets tied up with Fisher. And now Dunn with a lead pass to Westhaver. Westhaver scored 2 goals back in the first. Wrist shot score on the power play is Fisher. This game is tied.
Cy-Woods taking it in, and they dumped it back to Fisher, who was trailing the play. One of those Eruzione wristers, kind of about 35 feet out. And, well, Cy-Woods really coming to play tonight. They fought their way back from 3-1. And a couple of power play goals tonight, Mike. You said Fisher, right?
Yep. I want to correct myself. I said both teams were 0 for 1 on the power play. Now, Cy-Woods is 2 for 2. 2 straight power play goals by Wright and Fisher. That goal at 6:23. And Cy-Woods has it in the Klein zone. Played ahead. Dalton Diskey on right wing avoids a check from McKenzie, and his centering feed went all the way through. Another pass, rink wide, down towards the net by Walls. Out to the far boards. Westhaver couldn't lift it clear. Comes back to Wright, and he turns it over. A shot by Diskey was wide. Fisher, who has tied the game at 4 apiece, lifts it all the way down. Connor Walls will lumber down the ice to get it for Klein.
Hurry.
Across. Gorman across the blue line. His wrist shot was blocked by Cassidy. Sweeps it to the near boards, now the zone. Chow locates Dunn, hard off his stick. Walls plays it back into the Wildcat zone. Coming up on 7:15 to go. In tonight's game, 4-4. Cy-Woods has never led in this game. Miller turned over in the neutral zone. Lifted up back into the Cy-Woods zone by Farb. Dunn behind his cage. Holding. Up right wing, Chow. Misplayed by Wissing. And up the right wing, it's Ryan. Try to get it to Sampson through his legs. And back comes Cy-Woods. Chow left it in the neutral zone. Wissing onside, but turned over in the end. Sampson down left wing. Sampson shoots off target. Slapping at it with a drive. That was Ryan again. His shot off target. Now Sampson, tough angle shot, and it's gloved by Miller with 6:22 to play in regulation in a 4-4 game.
Well, Sampson and Diskey, I mean, I've never seen two guys who want goals more. They each have about 10 looks. Diskey especially, he's just scrappy out there. Sampson does have 2 goals, but Diskey trying to get his first. He's probably due the way he's playing.
6:22 to go. Chase Wilkinson talking with Cy-Woods' Patrick Dunn as Dunn skates in for the faceoff against Woolsey, and he wins it. Oh, clearing attempt almost deflected right there into the crease. The clearing attempt by Chase Lett. Fisher, Westhaver. 2 goals for Westhaver. Now Gorman. Pitches it out to center. Lett gets it to Dunn. Retreating back to his own goaltender. Lead pass to Wright. Wright tries to barrel in, but he's canceled out by Wozniak. Puck is in the neutral zone. Nice move. Westhaver shot wide. Played out the center ice as Wozniak goes in on the forecheck. Puts on the brakes. Right wing circle, drive, and a save by Miller. Wozniak goes down. Dunn's stick is on the ice. He picks it up. Wozniak in the corner. Puts on the brakes. Feeds it in front. Woolsey, a swing and a miss. And it's cleared by Cy-Woods. Coming up on 5:10 to go. Gorman first to the puck. Monitored by Westhaver. Gorman forced to retreat in deep, then turns it over. Right wing, Dunn. His shot from a tough angle, fought off by Lewis. It careens out to the neutral zone. McGrew flips it back in deep. Delgado, first one there. Javier Delgado through the neutral zone. Xander Mitchell. Mitchell, wrist shot, glove save. Miller with another stop with 4:39 to go in a 4-4 tie.
That was shot number 30 for Klein, and Miller with 26 of those saves. And it's, I mean, we're getting down to crunch time here, and Cy-Woods hanging in there.
Face off to the left of Miller. Puck comes to the near boards. Zek winds it in deep, finds Mitchell. Mitchell trying to skate it through 3 Wildcats. Nelson trying to stick handle again. Good defense as they're bearing down. There's a centering pass. Diskey, his shot is stopped by Miller. Mitchell below the goal line. Mitchell, a feed off the heel of the stick of Nelson. Nelson ladled it back. Zek with a shot, glove save, Miller. 4:04 to go. 4-4.
But Klein doing a really good job of getting people right in front, right in the slot, about 10, 12 feet out. Diskey especially. A lot of good looks from that spot.
Next week here on the ISHL Game of the Week, we'll see Klein again as they will take on division leading the Woodlands. Our coverage begins at 7 here on the Legacy Sports Network. Face-off win in the offensive zone for Klein.
Nope.
And Mitchell's back pass comes out of the zone as Farb will send it back in. Right. Drops it back to his teammate Dunn. Mitchell on the forecheck in behind the goal line. Behind the net, Mitchell tries a back pass, but couldn't connect. Cy-Woods clears it down as Zek will get to it. Up right wing, Nelson chips it middle of the ice for Mitchell. Spun back to Farb, but now Mitchell will take it. 3.5 to go in regulation. Zek Middle of the ice. Intercepted by Dunn. Now Fisher, who tied it on the power play. Centering feed, intercepted by Farb. Westhaver on the forecheck. Kicked out to the neutral zone. Dunn will try again, left to right. Cy-Woods skating here in the third. Smith's stick falls on the ice. Wright keeps it alive in the offensive zone as Zekden now clears it. Back into the Wildcat zone as McKenzie will circle with it. McKenzie ahead through center, chipped in by Fisher. Zek has it left of fence, winds it around the boards for Sampson. Sampson turned over at the top of the zone to right. Fisher, centering feed, Dunn with a swing and a miss. 2:40 to go. Puck kept alive in the Klein zone. Dunn, watched by Zek. Centering pass from below the goal line. Nobody in the slot, and it'll be skated out by Klein. Here comes Sampson, taken off the play by Wright. Now Westhaver, poked away from him. Onto the stick of McKenzie. Right wing, it's Wright. Down into the Klein zone. Bearing down on Gorman, but Gorman able to skate it out of his own end. 2:10 to go. Gorman down left wing. It's Sherwood Gorman in a sliding play defensively by Wissing. Back in the Klein zone. Walls has trouble. Pitches it to Sampson. Middle of the ice. Played behind Smith. Ahead now for Wissing. Taken off by Walls. 1:45 to go here in the third in a 4-4 game. Walls finds Ryan with a wrist shot and a save. Whew. Chance Miller stopping the clock with 1:39 to play in tonight's game. It is 4-4 and a timeout taken by Vincent Solano, head coach of Cy-Woods.
Well, 139, so probably at this level, probably one good long shift left for each squad. And they want to get their best skaters out there. This is a good timeout. Both teams had very close attempts. A swing and a miss by Dunn on the Cy-Woods side.
The ISHL Game of the Week is a production of the Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited. It was 2-1 after one. Goals by William Ryan and Logan Westhaver. Sampson scored twice for Klein in the second period. Westhaver got his second in the second period. And then back-to-back power play goals by Corbin Wright and Kenneth Fisher has tied this game up at 4. The game-tying goal came back at 6:23 of the third. We got 1:39 remaining here at the Aerodrome.
Yeah, they got the number one lines out there. Best skaters, gonna let it all hang out here for a minute and a half to go.
Nelson, Diskey, Mitchell, Farb, and Gorman for Klein. Gorman, oh, he turned it over. Westhaver has Dunn. Could be a 2-on-1. Across for Dunn. Shoots and scores! Cy-Woods has the lead with 1:28 to go.
Only 15 shots for Cy-Woods, and they got 5 goals on them. That's a pretty good rate, 1 out of 3. They're trying to pull off the upset here.
At 13:32, 3 consecutive goals scored by Cy-Woods. It was a turnover, led to a 2-on-1, and Dunn buried it on the feed by Westover. Lewis is pulled. He goes to the net for the extra attacker. It's going to be Klein skating 6-on-5. Cy-Woods clears the zone as we come up on a minute to play here at the Aerodrome. To the empty net, Westhaver wide. Fisher gets to the puck first. 55 seconds to go. Nelson in his own end on right wing. Stick handling, gets it to Gorman. Gorman across the line. Sherwood Gorman, forced ride. Centering feed, it bounces in on Miller, who's got stopped. Now it's Mitchell, and Mitchell tried to back pass, it was cleared. It comes to Westhaver, he can put the game away, and he does! Hat trick for Westhaver, and it is 6-4 with 30 seconds to go.
4 goals in a row for Cy-Woods. 3 this period, 1 last period. What a turnaround by this squad. They were down 3-1.
The empty net goal at 14:30. Westhaver with the hat trick. Back in December, Klein led in the first meeting between these two 3-0 before Cy-Woods scored 7 unanswered. This was a 4-2 game before Cy-Woods scores 4 unanswered. And with 15 seconds to go, Cy-Woods about to get their 7th victory of the season. Lewis makes the stop on Fisher's shot from inside the blue line.
Well, we haven't seen any of their games, but I would assume this is probably their best performance of the year. What a comeback.
Cy-Woods, with a 7th victory, will equal the total amount of wins the Wildcats have had in the last 2 seasons combined.
6 goals on 17 shots.
Fisher will take the face-off against Woolsey. They tie each other up. And the Cy-Woods Wildcats have come back to defeat Klein 6-4. 4 straight goals. Hat trick by Logan Westhaver. And a 7th victory for Vincent Solano and his Cy-Woods Wildcats. The loss keeps Klein, who came in just 1 point behind Tomball for 3rd in the North Division. They will keep themselves in 4th place. We'll return to wrap it all up after these messages. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Oh, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit HotzeHWC.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
Time to buy, sell, or lease residential or commercial property? Kim Walt and Danette Watuski with RE/MAX Results will help make it a smooth transaction. Their customers deserve and will receive the finest service ever offered by any real estate agents. RE/MAX Results, #Real Estate Pros. Like Kim Walt says, your home, your future, our commitment. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
United Community Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Galena Park ISD. We're here to be your single source solution for all your banking needs with services ranging from checking and savings accounts to home equities and auto loans. United Community is the full service financial partner you've been looking for. No matter what stage of life you are in, whether it be rebuilding credit history, investing, or seeking financial wellness, United Community is committed to serving you and the East Houston community. Find out more at unitedccu.com or follow us on social media at UnitedCCU.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Comeback victory for the Cy-Woods Wildcats, who trailed 4-2 before scoring 4 unanswered to take home a 6-4 win tonight at the Aerodrome and win their 7th game of the season, equaling their total amount of wins combined over the last 2 years. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano wrapping things up from the Aerodrome. Klein will have to rebound and have to do it against the league's best team in the Woodlands next Friday here at the Aerodrome here on the ISHL Game of the Week.
Yeah, tough loss for Klein. A rare off night for Owen Lewis, giving up 6 on 17 shots. And hey, how about Cy-Woods? They average about 5 goals a game. They got 6. We were talking pregame. They can only give up about 4, and they only gave up 4. So a great comeback performance. Again, down 3-1 and 4-2.
The loss breaks a streak of 3 consecutive wins by Klein. Now Cy-Woods off the schneid. They came in having lost their last game, and now they have a chance to win 2 in a row as they will head down to Sugar Land to take on Ridge Point on the 23rd. They're going to be off for a while. They'll come back and play on the 23rd. A very winnable game for Cy-Woods as Ridge Point towards the bottom of the South Division.
Yeah, Cy-Woods could build off this and win a few in a row, get around near 500. Would be a great season. As Mike said, they've already surpassed last season's win total.
3 players had 2 goals in this game, but 1 player had a hat trick, and that was Logan Westhaver.
Yeah, great play. He got a goal in the first period, second period, and third period, the empty net clincher. And I want to give credit to Chance Miller. His numbers were below average, 5.5 goals a game, and played solidly tonight against a really good Klein team. He stopped 30 of 34.
Cy-Woods will head into Super Bowl Sunday on a winning note as they win their 7th of the season. Klein stays in 4th place, couldn't catch up to Tomball or propel themselves past Tomball for 3rd. They had the lead 4-2, but ended up losing 6-4. So next week we will see again, as we'll see Klein again, squaring off against the Woodlands. Our coverage will begin at 7 here on the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network. Until then, for David Feliciano and our entire crew, this is Michael Silver saying so long for now. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. 1 game in the league starts at 10:30 down in Sugar Land. We'll talk to you again next Friday night from the Aerodrome here on the ISHL Game of the Week. Until then, so long, everybody.